Well, welcome to this week's project. I've got another resin project for you here. I'm still completing the Christmas stuff. And this time it's a cheese board and 3 place settings. I mean 3 coasters. These coasters are just tiles that I purchased, odd tiles. And I just put a spray of white paint on the top of it. Just a thin coat. The chopping boards, I think I got these off Etsy. They're about £3 each. And I just sprayed the top of that. And I've put a bit of tape over it. There's going to be a bit of trial and error as to when I take this tape off. Because it will need to come off before the tile dries. It won't be so bad, I don't think, the outer edges of this one's here. Because I can just wipe round these. But this will definitely need to come off beforehand, so I'm thinking maybe 2 hours after, maybe an hour. So I'm going to use purple with, I think I'm going to use that blue and white, just keeping it very simple for 3 colours, and put a thin white base on first. Instead of using the heat gun, I'm going to use a straw to see if I can push it around, and if not, I can use a heat gun. And I've got a little mini bow torch type of thing here, just to pop the bubbles on the resin. So I'm just going to get cracking. I'll probably put a bit of music on and it will be a time lapse, and we'll just come back at the end and see what it looks like. That's them all done. Hopefully, if the tape and all that comes off okay, they should turn out alright, hopefully. But it'll be a matter of, I think what I'll do is maybe an hour's time I'll come back and see how tacky they are. And if there's no movement, which there shouldn't be by then, I'll get the tape off then. I just poured what was remaining in this little tub here just to see if there's anything I can do with it after. So anyway, I will come back when they're all dry, I think. Well, that's me back. I've left them overnight. It's only been since yesterday, but they are all dry. Although I put the tape around there, I've still got stuff on the bottom. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use the Dremel just to clear the bits off the bottom. The sides I'm not worried about. That will be fine. It's the same mostly on all of them. So the tape didn't do a great job. I did all right on that one. On this, now what I did is, because it was a bit of a gamble when I took the tape off. Because obviously I didn't want the resin to go all over here, so I took it off at 2 hours, but I think there is a little bit of breakthrough there, but in all honesty, I think most of that was the tape had lifted up. But I think to safeguard it the next time, I think I would leave it at 3 hours and then take the tape off, and I think that would have been fine. 3 hours, there definitely wouldn't have been any movement with that. Pleased with how the colours and that have come out. On the sides here, there's obviously been some resin overrun. Not worried about that. I think I'll just gently go over it with a Dremel and just sand it. That should clear that. Now I'll get all of that cleaned up, and then I think I'll leave it maybe another 24 hours before I consider oiling this then, because I want that to be, it probably would be alright. I maybe just sand it up. It'll be a tester to see if anything goes wrong, and then we'll do that. But really pleased with it so far. I think it'll be a nice little gift. I've got some felt feet for these, just to make them a little bit softer, so that I can stack them above and just put a bit of ribbon around them, and then maybe a bit of ribbon around the board. So I thought I'd come back at this point. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up, and then I'll come back and I'll show you it cleaned up, and then we'll oil it and we'll see what it looks like. Hi and welcome back. That's the cheese board and coasters complete. Now there was a little bit of a jump in the video because you never got to see me oiling it. I did film the oiling, but unfortunately the sound came out appalling, and you would really laugh if you know that the saga around getting this last video done. But anyway, all I did was oil it. It's not anything specific in this wood. It's no fancy wood at all, so there was no real difference other than it darkened it slightly. The bits I'm not happy with is the rim here. Still, the resin sucked right into it, and I did try going back over it with the Dremel to take all that off, but it just soaked in so much that I couldn't get rid of it. So I had to just be defeated on that one, as much as that got on my nerves. And obviously we've got the pads on the bottom of here, so I'm really pleased with the outcome. I mean, it was a brand new project to me, so it was the first time that I'd done this. This was the very first one that I'd done, and you will see there is a repeat project of this with all the same issues that I filmed exactly the same time, because I didn't know which one was going to go up. Well, this is going to be the one that goes up, but the other video is complete, so I'm just going to put that on for you on a Saturday sometime in January. Just colouring's different on that one, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you into a little secret of what's coming up for that. So ribbon was very cheap, just got it from Hobbycraft in the UK. I think it finished those off quite nicely. I used 2 different ribbons, a white and a purple on that, so I was quite pleased with that, and then the same on there. Like I say, I'm going to still give these as a gift. They're not perfect, I certainly wouldn't sell them like this, but I learnt a lot from doing it, and hopefully telling you these things will help you if you do them, because this project, anybody can do this project as long as you've got a little bit of clear space, because you don't need much for it. These little blowers, that would be the only thing you would need to pop the bubbles, or some people use a hairdryer. I mean, most of us have a hairdryer, so we could use that. But I mean, these things are only about £5, I think, in the UK, just cheap ones. I used a heat gun, but you don't necessarily need that. If you've got a hairdryer, it should do the same. So, and the smallest tub of resin would do for this, and a good resin that you could use for this would be Alumilite. It is food safe. So you could use an Alumilite resin. So, you know, £20 you could probably have maybe 4 sets like this, because you use very little resin. So yeah, So look, I hope you enjoyed. Like I say, these tiles, by the way, they were only 30p I paid for the tiles, and I think it was £4 I paid for the board. So, you know, quite a cheap project, but a lot more personal, because the colours that I used are specifically for this person, because I think they would like these colours. So yeah, anyway, I'm not going to rattle on too much more. Just a couple of days before Christmas here, and I thought I'd better get this video done, because hopefully this one will be going up for you next week. So I hope you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed making it, and like I say, I think the people that I'm giving it to will be very pleased with having a little gift, something a little bit different. And it's certainly given me ideas for doing other stuff. I'm going to be doing some coasters again, and there will be some more boards, but maybe different shaped boards, different designs. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. That's fine too. These things are not for everybody. I do such a wide range of projects that I'm not going to capture everybody. So yeah, don't be afraid to put the thumbs down. A reason would be nice if you could give that, but not everybody wants to give that neither. So don't forget to share if you like what you see, and yeah, see you again next time. Thank you very much for watching.